So before we get ready to move on to season 2, there's something we have to discuss first.
Take it easy, Dewey. He may have a point. Even if gifting an experimental rocket to a mother of 3 was clearly a terrible idea.
This is a family matter. You are not family.
What the hell did you just say?
What's going on, YouTube? Oh my God. You know, I'm still in my feels over watching that finale and the last 3 episodes in general, mainly the last 2 that I reacted to. I've actually had some time to actually think about this because I actually recorded that reaction like, I believe it was Saturday or Sunday, and the reason it took me so long to upload it was because I was trying, desperately I might add, to upload that reaction in its entirety without the edits, like any edits whatsoever. Well, I mean, there was gonna be like some edits, but the whole, like all the episodes were gonna be in there without anything being cut out, is what I was trying to do. And I had to try like over 15 times or something before I just said, you know what, I'm done. You know what I mean? Because at that point it was like really taking away from me doing other videos because I was so focused on trying to get this reaction up. So after a while I was like, okay, fine. YouTube, you win yet again. Okay, fine. All right. And then that's when I just edited the video down and then I got it up. And you know, whatever, it is what it is. But there was one scene that I wanted to talk about in particular, and I can't remember how I edited that scene and what parts I kept in and what parts I cut out or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you guys saw that I was pretty upset with that scene. I was pretty irritated with that scene for so many different reasons that I want to discuss right now. Now, first of all, I don't know if you guys can tell by the way I edited the video, but I was actually initially going to take Scrooge's side because I felt like the way that everybody was ganging up on Scrooge was kind of unfair. It was really unfair actually, and I was getting ready to say that. Like I was gonna say it. I was getting ready to say it. Again, I don't know if you can tell, but I was getting ready to say it. I was gonna side with him because I thought it was pretty messed up how they were just all ganging up on him. Like, I thought that was really uncalled for because there was nothing that I heard in that story, and I was listening to the story. I was into it. Okay, and it was nothing that I heard in that story that warranted all of them ganging up on Scrooge and saying it's his fault and basically saying that he was the one that, killed her or whatever, or got her lost in space. Now, I was gonna say that, but then something happened very shortly after that honestly pissed me off even more than them ganging up on Scrooge. And that is when Scrooge looked Webby dead in her face. Alright, dead in her face. And called her and said that she wasn't family? Boy, I almost cursed again. See, that's the second time. Alright, I almost cursed during the reaction, and I almost cursed just now. Okay? Sometimes I'm just, I should have just put like a disclaimer in this video, like, I'm going to curse a lot in this video. I should have just said that, so then I could just let loose. I hate censoring myself all the time. Alright, that's why I like streaming, because when I stream, I don't censor myself. That's the one time that I can make videos and I can just not worry about anything that comes out of my mouth because I'm gonna say what I want to say, period. But anyways, I'm going off topic now. Okay. Now, who was in the wrong here? I think it's obvious that they were both, everybody involved in this was in the wrong. I mean, I think that's obvious. But it's just, the way that Scrooge said that to her, and I think just the way that Webby looked after he said it, I think that's what got me more than the fact that he even said it, but just the way that Webby looked. I don't know if I've ever quite seen that look on her face before. Maybe it happened another time that I'm forgetting, but I don't know if I've ever quite seen that face. Like, it looked like, it was like a mix, it was a mixture of, you know, angriness and sadness and just like shock, like all into one. You know, like, you know, you can tell that just really hit her in her feels. It hit me in my feels. Regardless of the fact that later on she seemed to get over it pretty quickly, and she still admired him and admires him, and basically treated that moment like it didn't happen. And yeah, I whatever. But you could tell in the moment though that hurt her, and it hurt her bad. Okay, and Webby is my favorite character in the show, so I take that personally. Okay, Webby is a sweetie. Okay, and nobody should be talking to her like that. Nobody. All right. Period. Now, granted, all that being said, let me calm down. All that being said, you know, I saw some counter arguments to this, like, you know, Webby was in the wrong, you know, for joining the boys and ganging up on Scrooge. And Scrooge was justified in saying what he said because of this. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. Now I do agree that he said it out of anger. And I agree that he most likely didn't mean it. But to me, just because you say something out of anger, that doesn't justify it. That doesn't make it okay. And that doesn't mean that that you shouldn't say sorry for it later because, oh, I was mad when I said that, so it doesn't count. No! Life doesn't work that way. Okay? If it did, I mean, if people can just get away with whatever they wanted because it was the heat of the moment and they were angry, then, you know, I don't want to live in a world like that. Okay, let me tell you. But I do think everybody in this situation was in the wrong. If you want to talk about who was more wrong, I don't know, man. It really depends on how you look at it. I feel like obviously everybody there they were deeply in their feels. You know, I think at that point in time, everybody were, you know, they were under the impression that she was gone forever. You know, she wasn't coming back. She was dead or in space forever. I'm pretty sure everybody thought that she was dead. So you have to understand that emotions were high, and I get that. But at the same time, I feel like I just can't forgive Scrooge until I hear a sorry on screen, and I just feel like it's not gonna happen. You know, I feel like Webby was doing what you know, Webby pretty much always does. You know, she speaks her mind. Maybe she got too much in her feels, and I do feel like the boys and everybody were, you know, that they were wrong for ganging up on Scrooge and blaming Scrooge because that was messed up. Scrooge didn't force her to take that ship and go out of space. She's a grown duck, okay? He's not responsible for every decision that she makes. What is she, 5 now? He has to babysit her? Huh? That's not his fault. That is not his fault at all, which is why, again, originally, I was gonna take a side, and I was gonna say that, but then he pissed me off, so I didn't. But anyways, I guess my final thoughts on the whole scene is, everybody was wrong here. Everybody. I think everybody deserves needs to say sorry, and everybody deserves an apology. But I will admit I'm being biased because Webby is my favorite character, and that moment, that line, pissed me off more than anything else that happened in that scene. And even though Webby might forgive him, it's gonna take me a while. So if you see me picking on this character a little bit more often than usual going forward, that's why. But anyways, people, let me know what you guys thought about this scene. Who do you guys think was wrong or more in the wrong? And yeah, I guess can't wait for season 2. You know, and season 1 ended with a banger, a big cliffhanger. You know, can't wait to see what happens next, people. This show is heating up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, people. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, I'm done talking. Until next time.